That you did, and I love to hear it.
All right, let's get to some unfunny comedian, Mike. What do you think?
Would that be a Mr. GD Fenderson?
Oh my God, you're going to torture us with this. All right, here's an intro.
GD Fenderson is his name, making Tom Myers look like Norm is his game. Comic so bad, our ears are in pain. Setups are laborious. The punchline's insane.
Yes.
Thank you, Richard. Austin, I can't imagine you're familiar with GD Fenderson.
Nope, never heard of him.
No, I'm so sorry.
Are you familiar with Tom Myers?
That name sounds more familiar.
Okay, Tom Myers is an enemy of this program, but a legendary, like, legitimately, I'm sure at open mics or whatever, you've seen plenty of shit comedy. Tom Myers is the worst. Tom Myers is
for 2 lifetimes.
The worst of the worst. You've never seen anyone as bad as Tom Myers. Or so we thought, until we found his friend, GD Fenderson. So
they like to roll in groups.
Last time we talked about GD, we started playing, and we got through the first 15 minutes or so of his, not 1, but 2-hour comedy special. Have you ever heard of that before, Austin? Someone releasing 2 hours worth of comedy?
I heard of Chad Daniels doing it, but he's also a good comic. So.
One of the greats, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So GD Fenderson said, like, hey, I'm going to be innovative. He put out a 2-hour comedy special, and he also has, Hackride, keep an eye on this. Do you remember us talking about this last time?
Yeah, do I? Yes.
Because he has you're going to have to keep an eye. He has little subtitles that add to the jokes.
Yes.
So that's what's really fun about this special. So we heard GD talking a lot about his cats at when we left you last. So I figured pick up right where we left off, and this is topical. He's now getting into the NFL, and it's a big playoff weekend here that we are broadcasting on. So I figured it'd be nice to hear GD's take on the NFL. Now, keep in mind, this special is from, I believe, the year 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Possibly 2020. So GD's talking NFL. Let's see how far we can make it through this time.
Oh, God, my God, Austin, you're gonna love your work after this. This is amazing.
I can't wait.
Now, this being the 10th week of football, I lost track. Actually, I figured it out when I wrote this.
It's good to put in your special, by the way, your comedy special that's supposed to hold up for years to come.
Yeah, way to date yourself right off the bat.
So this is week 11 of the NFL season?
Yeah.
That Kelsey injury, oh, man.
I think it's the 11th week. I think this is week 11 coming up.
You guys all remember current Patriot Tom Brady?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good in my fantasy league. I'm kicking ass.
Oh.
It's not the regular fantasy football league. No, I belong to a fantasy wives football league. We scout the women behind the men because I have no desire I don't give a shit about men in tights. So we follow the women, the wives.
What a man's man.
Yeah.
Now, last year I won it all. I won it all. And I won it on the backs of Giselle Bundchen Brady and Janae Rice.
GD, hold on a second. GD, maybe learn her name if you're going to weave her into the
Buddy. Yeah.
This is
special.
GD has the roughest delivery where literally he's like, he'll just stop himself and go, and I've never heard an in a comedy special in all my days. That's pretty impressive. This is where GD is innovative, I think.
They carried me to the championships last year. But this year we have a new rule. We can have mistresses and babies' mamas added just right. So we have wives, mistresses, and babies' mamas.
He has not set this up. What does he mean, we have? Like, how has Giselle gotten him to the championship?
This whole bit is confusing. I don't understand where he's even at with it at this point. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. So he scouts the wives and girlfriends of NFL players to what end? Like, what what's the point system? What is this fantasy league you're talking about?
And how many famous wives are there besides Giselle and fucking?
Now you'd have like
Patrick
Taylor
Mahomes
Swift,
shit.
I guess.
Yeah, and yeah.
And
But
what
yeah,
does
there's
that have
not a
to do
ton.
with? And what does that have to do with cats? I'm still waiting for the cat part.
The cats will definitely
Sure.
make a comeback.
I
at some
can't
point.
wait for that hook.
Now all available, as long as the husband or the significant other is actually an active football player. Otherwise, they have to ride the bench or grab wood, which is probably how they got to be a wife or a mistress in the first place.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, you
Johnny.
do. And Mike, the thing is, Mike, you're missing half the joke because what he wrote up there is splinters cause pregnancies. Don't you get it?
No.
Oh,
Good.
so he's like subtitling.
He's
like
tagging
acting-
his own jokes.
Tagging his jokes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a visual gag as well.
What the fuck?
DJ
He's-
Electra.
He's stimulating all 5 senses with this special.
Yes, DJ Electra, be ready to read those when I bring you on because one might get us here and we might need to read it. So here.
Wait, no, can I go
Oh,
back? Go back just a little bit.
Okay.
Splinters cause pregnancy.
Yes, he said would. And then
What is
he
that?
goes, oh, because, okay, let's watch again.
And baby's mamas added just right. So we have wives, mistresses, and baby's
We.
mamas are on the roster now. They're now all available, as long as the husband or the significant other is actually an active football player. Otherwise, they have to ride the bench or grab wood, which is probably how they got to be a wife or a mistress in the first place.
Splinters cause pregnancies.
Electra like that. That's good.
This joke
Well,
is so fucking confusing.
Splinters cause pregnancy. Now, Austin, just to fill you in, last time
Yes.
we listened to this guy, we got hung up on one joke, and it really derailed the entire program. Still to this day, every once in a while, I'll log into our YouTube studio, and people will speculate as to what the joke meant.
I
in the
think I
comment
solved
section.
it.
You think you solved it, Electra?
Yeah, it wasn't it when six down is President Trump's
Native American
Indian name or something?
Yeah.
And I think it's I six down when I pee. You know that song?
Get her
I
out.
sit
Heck.
down when I pee.
I'm sorry. Get out of here.
Come on.
Women
thank
always
you, Electra.
yapping and ruining things.
Anyways,
Just kidding, Electra.
I like having Electra Fry. I didn't realize how painfully unfunny she was when I met her. I think that's my favorite quality about her.
She's gonna cry now. Thanks a lot, Mike. Now I got a 2-hour call.
I apologize, Electra. It's a charming thing about you. Like it's
Just meet me again. It's all right.
Still funnier than GD Fenderson, sweetie.
Because you're a woman. Like if Craig said something like that, it would be the next 40 minutes of the show. We'd have to stop. But with you, it's like, oh, that's adorable.
No, let's spend 40 minutes here.
So yeah, splinters cause pregnancy. What does that mean in GD's mind?
Ingalls, you're the joke writer. Go.
Sure, you're a comic.
There's nothing here that makes any sense to me. Splinters cause infections. They do not cause pregnancies. I don't know.
It's like our team of investigators brought in a consultant, and he's just throwing his arms up immediately. He's like, I've never seen anything like this. I don't know.
This is
just-
batshit crazy to me. This joke, this bit has like the beginning and end and middle has. I don't know where the ending is going to go. This is exciting.
Yes,
I'm
our
excited.
expert just wrote down sap and cum. He doesn't know what's going on right here.
Sap.
Just so we can move on, I'm going to put that. Maybe he's saying splinters cause pregnancy. Like the player would be saying, I didn't get you pregnant. It's from the splinters.
It's from riding the bench or riding the wood.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
I understand the
Hor-
wood is a penis, but
Maybe
It's a
he's-
horrible analogy.
it's pretty rough. All right, let's continue.
It's fucking terrible. Sorry.
maybe he's a fan of
It's
the.
no 6 down. It's not worth getting this hung up on.
Maybe he's a fan of the Ninja Turtles and just has a weird outlook on it or something. Hey-o! That's a better joke than GD's. Anyway,
Splinter, Master
Right, I think
Splinter.
that's how-
yes. Yes.
So I traded Giselle and Janae for Olivia Moon and a baby's mama to be named later.
Moon.
What is the there would
So this
have
is when
to-
Olivia Moon was dating Aaron Rodgers, which also dates yourself again in the joke.
Oh wait,
which
does he
you
mean
don't wanna
does he
do.
mean Olivia Munn?
Mom,
Olivia
yes.
Munn, sorry. Yeah, Olivia Munn. I went to high school with this
Olivia
girl,
Moon.
Olivia Moon.
I was like, oh, that's some young star I've never heard of, I guess.
Yeah,
The
Olivia's
guy I
mom.
Was that us?
traded them to.
Sorry, no, you're
Go,
good.
go. Okay, good. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to
understand-
say, hold on, Hackride. We got to dissect
sorry.
these. I know you want to get through it.
I want to get through it.
We got to drink these in. What is the league? So you're trading, well, let's say, I forget what he said, Giselle for Olivia Moon or
So
something.
Giselle for like Sierra because she's with Russell Wilson.
What's the
Is that what he's
value?
saying?
What's the value
Yeah, we're-
for that?
I
Oh,
would
because
assume
of the
Sierra
guys
would
they're
be-
with?
I don't know. That's the thing too. Are we talking like quality of quarterback or quality of wife? Because Sierra obviously is famous in her own right, so she would, her and Taylor Swift would be at the top, I would assume.
Right. Yeah, maybe they're drafting.
I don't know. This whole thing is just you poke so many holes in it.
He's gonna Pulp Fiction this thing. We don't understand where it is
He's
now,
gonna
but
bring
he's
it
gonna
back
get us there.
around.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
us there.
It's going to end on a cat. For sure, 100%.
Is that Janae is going to have to ride the bench unless Ray gets back into the league.
Oh, go
And I
back.
said,
Go
you,
back.
You know,
You want to talk topical. You think it's dated because he's making current references. The Ray Rice incident, I believe, happened in 2015,
That sounds
if I'm
right.
not mistaken.
Around that time, yeah. Give
So
or take
quick,
a few years.
a quick 5-6 years later, he figured might as well just mention, without
2014.
saying Ray Rice, by the way, just
Let me
mention the
sprinkle
woman
in
he beat
her-
up in an elevator.
Yeah.
Janae is going to have to ride the bench.
Go back a little, because I want to see if he
Unless-
mentions Ray Rice.
I don't think he did.
I didn't hear it, but we'll go back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they have to ride the bench or grab wood, which is probably how they got to be a wife or a mistress in the first place. Right, I think that's how, yeah. So, I traded Giselle and Janae for Olivia Moon.
No, he never said. He just says Janae
Nope,
as if
he just says Janae.
as if it's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like we all know who he's talking about. He's talking about the woman that Ray Rice beat up in an elevator.
That's his wife.
5 years later, was it his wife or his girlfriend? I couldn't remember.
No, it's his wife now. It was
No,
his
it's
girlfriend. at the
Beyonce.
time,
Yeah.
He's talking about it 5 years later and just on a first name basis with her. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
On a first name basis.
And if I can go back to GD, he goes, these wives grab wood, which is probably what makes him a wife or a girlfriend in the first place. I would say that's essential to an adult monogamous relationship is sex.
Yeah.
I would imagine. It's not probably what they do, GD.
His mama to be named later. The guy I traded them to understands that Janae is going to have to ride the bench unless Ray gets back into the league. And I said, you're wasting a draft pick. And he goes, well, don't worry about it. In my mind, Janae's a knockout.
Holy shit,
Too
that got
soon. He
nothing.
said too soon.
And when it,
Go back. He wrote too soon on the screen?
It said too soon. It said 8, 9, 10 too soon. No, buddy. It's past it's too soon, actually.
Yeah, it's way past.
It's
You went
expired.
to
It's
the
lumpy.
area of- it's out of the zeitgeist. And I love it. He calls Ray by his first name, too. Like, dude, we forgot about Ray Rice. That's how long it's been.
He never, even if this was a Ravens fan audience, if
I
they said,
think
hey,
it is.
if this was an anti-Ray Rice benefit, he didn't set the joke up properly. He never mentioned who he was talking about.
Oh, this is good.
I said,
If I can defend the audience here, they're not laughing because it's such a bomb. They're not laughing because he didn't tell them what the fuck he was talking about. It's wild.
you're wasting a draft pick. And he goes, well, don't worry about it. In my mind, Janae's a knockout.
Ooh. I don't know if it's message to Craig. I don't know if it's possible to put silence in the outro.
I have done that head nod before when they don't get the joke. It's painful, but holy shit, it's never been about a Ray Rice joke 6 years after the incident.
That's the greatest silence I've ever heard. And
Oh god.
this is what Tom Myers and GD and these people do is like, so he put the caption up too soon. They never examine themselves and say, why is that such a deafening silence? It's It's like negative sound. Like it's so silent that it's almost creating sound.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's that room you hear your heartbeat in. It's so quiet. You know.
I can
That's
feel the air
impressive.
get sucked out of the room. That's how silent it is. I know.
It's a vacuum. He does
deafening.
comedy in a vacuum.
Holy
Yep.
shit. And then he looked at that, and his only self-examination was, this crowd can't take my edgy humor. Because I made a dad joke of she's a real knockout.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible.
And when it comes to loyalty, you can't beat her.
The audience is on board now.
Yes.
All right, good
So
for them.
I encouraged them. I said, look, if you think she will elevate your standings, oh, come on, elevate your stand. Come on, that's the crucial part of this thing.
Hey, if I'm there, here's how I'm going to help out GD Fenderson if I'm in the audience. Just simply raise my hand. GD, who are we talking about? And then he could go, oh, Ray Rice, remember in the elevator? I know I haven't mentioned an elevator yet. Or the people's fucking names that I'm talking about.
I would help him out by handing him a loaded gun and say, here, go home and have fun with this.
Figure out how to use this. See if there's anything you could do.
See if you can write this better than you write a joke.
This needs cleaning. Please go clean this.
God bless.
God bless.
Now, I'm a football fan, less so now than I used to be. And a lot of it's the
We can tell.
off-field shenanigans. Now, to be honest, technically speaking and literally speaking, abuse by NFL players of spouse and children is below the national average. It is. It's below. They beat ass less than the general public. We just know about it more because cameras follow them around and don't follow us around. That's it. So,
And he put a little
what
note there.
the hell is he talking about?
What?
Surveillance and cell phones excluded. Just a little note, a little tag.
Is that what he wrote on the screen?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what he wrote on the screen.
I don't even understand. Is that a joke or is that just now? This is the fact portion of the.
Yeah, he's fact checking himself. He's like, oh, fuck, I forgot. So there's surveillance and cell phones. My bad, guys.
That's not of all the things he's said. A thing worth prefacing is not. Well, hey, technically there are cameras everywhere nowadays. We knew what you meant. This is the only thing we knew what you meant, and you couched it with a subtitle.
is below the national average. It is. It's below. They beat ass less than the general public. We just know about it more because cameras follow them around and don't follow us around. That's it. So we hear about, Adrian Peterson beating his son but can't beat the Packers. We hear about, Aaron Hernandez.
That is adding things to this
Used to be a
special to make it
famous
so much
tight end
better.
number 81. Now he's a tight end taking one.
Oh, go back.
Duh.
That might be a topical Aaron Hernandez joke, I think.
He said, rip Aaron Hernandez. That's the most ripped he's ever been. What the fuck?
We hear about,
Go back.
Aaron Hernandez. Used to be a famous tight end number 81. Now he's a tight end taking one.
Okay, Aaron Hernandez was long dead.
I was going to say he was dead for a couple years in 2021, right?
Long dead when this special was made was put out. Can I
Even
ask also?
He
Well,
even
like it
RIPs
says-
Hernandez. He
says-
knows
yeah,
he's
it says-
dead.
Oh, yeah.
Rip Hernandez, most ripped he's ever been. What the fuck?
Was Aaron Hernandez? I thought he was in pretty good shape
He was jacked. He was massive. He was a tight end in the NFL.
and very skilled, as I recall.
Yeah, he was an outstanding tight end.
For those of you, I'm sure many of the people watching remember the charges against Aaron Hernandez.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about beating kids. Remember?
Yeah, and then it just
Does
went
murdering
Murder.
3 adults in cold blood, is that the same as
What?
disciplining your kids brutally? It's a
to
weird
tomato,
comparison.
Mike. Tomato, tomato.
Closeted gay football player murders 3. Talking to kids, same thing. Same diff.
You know how Adrian Peterson and Aaron Hernandez committed the exact same crime.
Throw
He shot-
OJ in
I
there,
might as
too.
well not even mention both because you're probably thinking of the same guy.
I don't want to confuse you guys.
That's right. Or Eli Manning, who can't hit his kid because his kid is open.
Oh my God.
Again, Eli Manning out of the league at this point, I believe.
Out of the league. And he said, that joke is for me. Get it if you can. This whole joke is for you, buddy. We get it.
I
This
get
whole
it.
thing is for
You're
you.
saying Eli Manning, I mean, like, probably shouldn't be, but he's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
He beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. That
Yeah.
alone speaks for itself.
Yeah, I don't.
Hate
Austin,
as
this
much
is
as you want.
this is a new direction for comedy. You go and tell jokes only to yourself. The whole set's for you. I think we got something here.
I will say, Austin, bring this to Austin, Texas, with you this week.
Yes.
I have
Word
not
for word.
heard. I have not heard a lot of jokes about quarterback rating. So if you could implement that, I think you're well on your way, my friend.
That would be hot. I could add that in. I could fit that in.
Excellent.
Just and film that and send that to us, please. Thank you.
Please, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that deserves a bigger applause than that. I fucking love that joke.
Oh, he
Applause.
did.
It doesn't deserve a laugh. It deserves an applause.
He did the
He's
please
not
clap.
good at
He did the
joking.
please clap.
He liked that so much that he's reprimanding the audience. Why are you laughing at my brilliance when I said Eli Manning is a somewhat inaccurate quarterback?
And the joke's only for him. And then he reprimands him for not getting it. This is so confusing.
Well, he'd like it to be for them too, but
Get it if you can.
that is what, to Austin's point, that's what he should put on every joke. Like, this one's for me, guys.
That's what I'm saying. It's perfect set. You didn't like any of it? It's all for me.
I'm sorry, that deserves a bigger applause than that. I fucking love that joke. Okay, I fucking love that joke.
That's a great. Can I say that's a great Austin, you can take this. That's a great title for a comedy special. This one's for me.
That is good.
It is.
I was just, yep.
I like that.
This is all for me.
I fucking love it. And the only reason why I did that joke, did all the other shit, so I could say that, because I wasn't even going to talk about that. This is actually, this part, it says right here, female coaches. I'm supposed to be talking about female coaches. Now,
Jesus.
That riff was just for you guys, okay? I just wanted you to know that. That riff was just for you guys. I'm not even supposed to be talking about this.
I'm not even here right now. That's what you don't realize.
I could have bored you from column A, but I bored you from column B.
Now, all right, buckle up for his
As,
take on female coaches, I guess.
Sarah Thomas, she was referee all of last season. No controversies, which is a good thing.
I hate
See,
to keep
that's what you-
correcting GD for these minor hangups I have. Does he think referee and coach is the same position?
They're on the field.
They're on the
Hey,
field,
this coach is calling a penalty.
This coach has a whistle. Oh, anyone who has a whistle is a coach to GD. You know? There's a referee. Here we go.
You don't want to be the first of something and fuck up. That's it. I mean, that's your only job, is to be not to be talked about. If Obama really had fucked up, we wouldn't be getting another colored president. Orange, but he's colored.
How did we get there?
That was a leap.
What the how did that turn into a Trump joke? in Trump's last year of presidency, to be
What's
exact,
amazing,
2021.
I like a lot of comics that take a direction you may not be expecting.
Oh, Misdirection is the name of the game. I love Misdirection. It's my favorite.
Without a
type of joke
doubt.
to write.
Without a doubt, but I'm not sure it's the right type of misdirection. The fact that he brought up female coaches.
I don't think he knows what misdirection means.
So he brings up female coaches in the NFL, and within 2 lines, he's at Donald Trump's presidency. How did that happen?
Comedy. That's how it happens, baby.
I wasn't
Comedy.
going to go here, guys, but you got me riffing.
He got from some female ref to Obama to Trump in the matter of 8 or 9 words.
Impressive.
And getting half of them wrong, which is also impressive.
Oh,
If he was that bad, they'd pick the white.
Yes.
He tagged
Orange
out
is the new
orange
black
is
was
the
the
black.
tag there. We can't forget the tags.
A show
I-
that
you know
had
what-
been
you know
off
what's
the air
funny?
for what, a couple years?
Can I tell you what's funny? I thought Austin was saying he should have tagged it with that, and I was about to give kind of a polite, like, okay, Austin, well, whatever. I didn't realize this moron put it in his comedy special.
I have nothing to offer this guy as far as writing and comedy, so I won't be adding anything of
Yes,
value.
Mike Morris's hands are thrown in the air on this one. I can't help you, bro.
Orange is the new black. Okay.
White woman, but they got the orange man. Okay.
There is 105 more minutes of this. Just FYI.
Oh God. I want to play a little more. If he's done with the NFL chunk, maybe we'll end. But I want to hear a little more about where he's going next.
We can do this all week.
That's what this comedy special is going to take us a few years to get through, I think. So.
Yeah, with the breakdown.
And an emphasis on special, not comedy here.
So Sarah Thomas did a good job. See, not like, let's say Ed Hockley, who really pisses me off.
You gotta.
Is that a referee?
You gotta give him this. Yeah, Ed Hockley.
He's the guy, yeah,
one of the better known refs in NFL history, for sure.
He was born on Christmas, but Jesus is what the caption says.
Oh, we got to go back now.
But does GD Fenderson write all his jokes from like 2019? Because every reference, Ed Hockley hasn't been in the league since like 2018. Like, what is he?
He's a topical guy, yeah. And this was topical at the time. Remember, it's week 11 of the NFL season. Don't forget.
And he just traded Giselle, who's still around.
Let's try and compliment him here, because I will admit the first thing that came to my mind is, wow, I've never heard Ed Hockley referenced in a comedy special.
That is insane.
So that's something. Like that's a feather in his cap.
Yes.
So Sarah Thomas did a good job. See, not like, let's say Ed Hockley, who really pisses me off. And I'm still pissed at him for something he
I don't want to go on a rant
ago.
here.
How can he be pissed? He's maybe dead by now. Ed, are you still alive out there? He's in a senior home. He's mad at him. Right now, he's like licking a wall, and this guy's talking about him.
I think you probably remember when Detroit was like going like, they were trying to go 0-20, but there's only 16 games in the season. Megatron had this beautiful catch in the end zone. He had 2 feet in, 2 hands on the ball.
He's talking about specific NFL games from the past.
It was 3rd and 8, Mike.
Stopped for pictures, and they said no catch.
What year is it? Isn't this Calvin Johnson play also from like 2016 or something?
Yeah,
yes,
he retired shortly after. Probably this.
This is like the frozen caveman lawyer from Saturday Night Live. He was like thought out, and just in 2016 has all the references.
And this Dan Marino kid, I think he's going places. He's a gunslinger.
Okay, I had money on that, and my mama's dentures were riding on that game. Because the one she
already has the dentures.
He bet them.
Yeah, take them out of her mouth.
Yeah, he's got to give them away now.
I just want to get. We'll keep playing this for a little bit. I just want to get to the bit where he says that Ryan Leaf is going to be better than Peyton Manning.
Well, we got from a guy in the van who knew a guy who knew a guy.
He's like, this Nick Saban is going to be amazing in the NFL.
Who made Legos, but when she wasn't using her teeth, we made some badass toys. No, but it's frustrating because
Good Lord, I'll say, GD, Jesus.
Yes, yeah, that one was bad.
You're watching a game with your mother, and she took her teeth out because it hurts, but she's not eating the chips; she's just sucking the flavor off.
Oh, this is a GD staple that Austin isn't aware of yet. You might think a joke is done. Like, you might think that was just a throwaway line about the dentures.
Mm-hmm.
My bet, as a student of GD Fenderson, we're going to hear a lot more about this mother and her teeth.
Oh, thank God.
Like, it seemed like just a throwaway line, like, I bet my mother's dentures on the game. This feels, and I don't know this yet, I haven't watched this far in. This feels like we're on the cusp of a very long dentures joke.
It kind of sounds like he just like abandoned whatever nonsense he was talking about and just like
more about my mother.
Yeah, just somehow made it about his mom.
Watching a game with your mother, and she took her teeth out because it hurts, but she's not eating the chips; she's just sucking the flavor off and putting them back in the bowl.
A very relatable incident.
You don't know how fucking frustrating it is. You put a chip and all the flavor's gone. That's
hold
Ed
on,
Hockley.
hold on.
I don't think that's
He's a-
ever happened. But
He's appealing to the audience. The situation he's talking about. And, listen, I'm sure Woody Allen covered this years ago, probably. So it's already been. You know how you dig into a bowl of chips and an old woman has already sucked on most of them?
Yes.
and put it back into the chip box or
What
bag.
the fuck is he talking about? I will say this. It's how you know GD's authentic. This definitely happened because why the fuck else would his mind go here? I
Or he does-
imagine GD has a mother who is sucking on chips and putting them back in the bowl.
That's an incredible point.
Or is this what GD does at parties and he's just outing himself?
It's also possible.
Fucking Ed Hockley.
How do we get
So
back to
now-
Ed Hockley? Hold on, go back. We must have missed something.
I swear I didn't. I just first.
No.
Now let me add this, and again, I'm just repeating things that people have heard a million times. But I should have added to that bit. You know how you reach for a bowl of chips and an old lady has already sucked on them? Oof, that fucking Ed Hockley, right, guys?
That's genuinely funny. All right, I gotta give it up, GD. That's
You just gave him a compliment, Mike. You said you know how a million people have heard this. No, I don't think a million people will ever hear this.
This
They
is a
will
good one.
now.
Sucking
You're
the
giving
flavor
them a
off.
platform.
Thank you, buddy. Yes.
And putting them back in the bowl.
Oh, she should have swallowed was the tag
She
there,
should
by
have
the way. Talking
swallowed.
about his mother. Yes, or his grandmother.
He should have
I agree.
chewed.
That's the one thing. The one thing I can agree is that his mother should have swallowed, so we didn't have to endure this shit.
Hey-o! Joke of the day.
We got to put Austin and GD in. Austin could punch up this act pretty well, I think.
I don't even think I can. There's nothing to fucking. There's
you-
no salvaging of this nonsense.
Well, that's the show. You just sit off stage with the mic and you talk to the audience about how weird this is. That's the show.
Yeah.
You don't know how fucking frustrating it is. You put a chip and all the flavor's gone. That's Ed Hockley. Fucking Ed Hockley.
Oh, I see.
So now
Ed Hockley is the
It's a
equivalent.
flavorless chip.
He's a chip that's been sucked on by a woman without her dentures.
That sounds delightful, to be honest.
That
with
old
you.
adage.
Maybe he's just trying to hook up his grandma on Ed. Who knows?
To be respectful to the ladies, think about how awesome it would be to get sucked off by a chick with dentures. I mean, is there anything better in this life?
You make a good point, Austin. That is true.
Thank you. Thank you.
the Bills have a female coach, but she's what? The coach in charge of special teams, coordinated something. I don't even know what the fuck she does. I don't know. But as long as she doesn't fuck up, she should be good.
Special teams is a very common football term.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
special
kicking.
teams coordinator? I don't remember that. I don't remember the Bills having a female special teams coordinator. But
No,
if that's
we hear
her
about
title, that's not some mysterious like. Well, what the fuck does she even do then? It's pretty self-explanatory.
She's out there dancing and kicking the balls, shopping,
But my point is, why stop there? Women should be head coaches. I mean, that's it.
The tag is already head nurses.
I'm plain simple. Women should be head coaches.
I don't
And
get
I don't.
They're already head nurses.
Get it?
Get
Head.
it? Yes.
No, I understand head is a blowjob, but
Right. That was
they're
it.
already head nurses. I don't get it. Is
I don't
that's
think
a
we're meant to
job for
get-
women?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a job for gummy grandmas.
Think
But is it
somebody's
that,
like,
but that's the point of the sentence in general. Is like women haven't had this opportunity. They should. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Why add that?
Why not? You have a typewriter, you got a video, make it, add some stuff to it.
That's a good point. I asked and answered.
We're covering it here. There's 180 people watching. GD, you did it right.
I don't think
Got this-
this video will ever get dissected as much as we are doing right now. Like, in the history, the world could end, and this could be the only clip left.
No, well,
And I don't think they dissect it as much.
we can only. I hope that I have
I hope
laid
not.
claim. Listen, I've stolen. I joked about Carl earlier in the program. I've taken plenty from him. You know, listen, we have a
Yeah.
we have a guy with a filter that makes games for us, as I always say. So I've taken
Loser.
plenty from Carl. One thing I could have on my own is GD Fenderson. I think that's one. When I'm on my deathbed, the one thing I'll have to my name is that I'm the only guy that talked about GD Fenderson.
That is kind of dope. That is.
I think we've talked about it more than he spent writing this whole thing, and it's like 2 hours long. I think it took him 2 hours to write this 2 hour special.
He didn't dissect any of this that we're doing.
No, you would jump off a bridge if you did, and you had any sort of artistic integrity.
Now I'm at the point where I kind of want to wrap up, but I just want to end this NFL stuff. But he's still on fucking Ed Hockley.
We're stuck here forever.
Or no, I'm
We
sorry.
died-
He's moved to female coaches. That's right.
Yes, we died at 7 a.m., and this is our eternal hell. Here we go.
They go like, he said head coach. No. I mean, like, in charge of the team.
Oh man.
No
Because-
one thought you meant blowjob except for you.
She was right, because the tag here is just getting veiled fellatio reference.
Hey, Electra, is she in here?
Yeah, she's right.
I want to apologize to you.
Okay.
Earlier, I said you were not that funny. You have the
Yes.
exact same mindset as GD Fenderson, so I apologize. You're even one step ahead of him, so I take it all back. I'm sorry.
I accept your apology.
Thank you.
Oh, God, she's gonna give it to me. Thanks, Mike.
Keep up with me. There was no PowerPoint at the end of this thing
Keep up with him.
to explain the
with him.
jokes, okay? If you don't get it tonight, you're going to have to buy the DVD and then go play it real slow. Say, oh.
DVD. What year did he put this out?
We've already established this. He's from 2016, but the special's from 2022. So he's just backwards.
But he's releasing it in 2004. It seems.
Yes, on Laserdisc.
You guys are gonna go home and you're gonna be watching the VHS of this special, and you're gonna think to yourselves, "Wow, now I get it." Now that I have the subtitles for context,
You're gonna put this on your
What
half-inch
a
reel to
visionary.
reel.
you guys are gonna load this to your Nickelodeon later, and I swear.
Oh, hey, put that one away, Electra. Put that one away. We'll come back.
Oh, fuck, I get it now.
God, these tags.
So,
One more. Here we go.
but most of these players, when they were kids, they were taken to games by their moms. I mean, that's who did it. That's who invested all the time. The moms,
to
they
meet
cleaned
their
the
new
uniforms. The moms, they're the ones
The
that
moms
made
are the troops. I imagine that's where we're going. The moms are the
That
real
was his
heroes.
tag. His tag was hoping to meet their new dads.
We always ended a dick joke with this guy. I think he's going for a dick joke somewhere here.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is
Get
kind
your
of like,
practice-
I understand GD's a person of color, but that's like just kind of, doesn't it seem racist in a way? He's just assuming NFL
Yeah.
players don't have dads.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's a guy of color, honestly. I mean, I've been in black barbershops. They're funny. Are we
He
sure?
kind of-
Can we get a melanin check on this man? He sounds like a white dude.
I agree with that, Hack Ride. This seems like a white guy trying to be black in every way.
Yes. We have a Dozier or whatever her name is situation.
Doja Cat?
No, the one.
Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, Dolezar.
Oh,
we have
yes,
a comedic
yes.
Dolezar situation.
That's a 2021 reference that could fucking.
Yeah, that fits right into GD's timeline.
A little too close to home, though, I think, for me. Here we go.
on time. The moms are the ones that help them study the playbooks. The moms are the ones that make sure they got the good steroids and not the ones who's from the people who sold my mama her dentures.
What?
Oh, we're back on the ditch.
See, moms, they're the ones. The moms are like the glue that holds Little League football together. Okay,
No,
they're
well,
the ones
definitely
that
not literally. They're definitely not literally the glue. Unless you're talking about mother horses, I suppose. They're not literally the glue that holds football together.
Well, their orange slices make sure everything works, Mike.
They're
That literally is what I'm hung up on.
Oh, yes.
cheering. They're the ones like. First of all, I have no grudge that my mother cheered louder for my nephew than she did for me. No problem. Because for one, he played football. I was on the debate team.
Oh, we got to read this tag. Jack of all trades, masturbate none. Hey-o.
And it says jack off all trades.
Oh,
masturbate
sorry.
none.
Jack off all trades. I read it wrong.
It doesn't. It's just so crass and unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't even get it. I have to watch this again. Hold on.
Because, for one, he played football. I was on the debate team.
Jack off all trades, masturbate. What?
What other trades are you good at? Because you were on the debate team and you can't even fucking.
He's having a whole conversation. I don't understand.
It's interesting. That's what's fascinating about watching a special like this is we can all have different perspectives. You guys are hung up on that. While I'm on, he's talking about his nephew playing football, and that inspired him to say, "Jack off all trades, masturbate none." What the fuck does that have to do with what he's talking about?
Man,
it's comedy, baby.
Football. I was on the debate team. And it's really hard to get really excited over some point I made. Like, that's right, boy. You tell him about the Emancipation Proclamation.
Well, this is here's the flaw in this joke. He already said she didn't cheer for him on debate team. It's not, the bit is not that she was really passionately cheering. He says she didn't cheer for me because I was on the debate team. And then he's like, because that would be crazy, right? Yes.
Oh, Mike, this joke has fallen apart on itself 7 times now.
But the thing is, Mike is like a joke sniper. He's like in there way before everyone else and sees where it's going. That's amazing, Mike.
Yes, I speak GD.
It's like you've studied comedy forever or something.
It doesn't work. You tell him about Brown versus the Board of Education. Yay. No, she got excited for my nephew, though.
You were debating that?
Yelling, you get him, Mark! You get him! You rip off his head and shit down his neck!
When was GD in school that they were debating Brown versus the Board of Education? I think it's no good. Get rid of it. Segregate these schools.
This is a unique opinion, GD.
I'm getting exhausted with GD, so we got to find a good place to stop. I'm hoping
any place. Yeah. All right. The next. How about the next tag? The next tag, we're out.
Yes, there we go.
Nice.
What? What are you talking about? And my mom's being escorted off the field. You hurt my arm. I did not call the referee a pussy. He's much too sensitive to be a pussy. He's a scrotum. That's what he is.
Wait, what?
Because it hurts to get kicked in the nuts, I think. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Or
if I'm picking apart this.
Because a man comes more easily than a woman?
That too.
Oh, okay. That's it. I'm willing to give him that one. It's better than some of his others.
It straddles the line of comedy. We're close. We're adjacent.
That feels ripe for a subtitle. He doesn't give that one?
No subtitle yet, but we might be nearing we're almost there.
And you're pretty strong for a rent-a-cop. You single?
Oh, there it is. How she met my stepfather. That's the tag. How she met
It's all a beautiful How I Met Your Mother joke.
Oh, how she met
It all goes back.
No, Mike, don't go into it.
We didn't know you had a stepfather. Give a shit.
We're just gonna let go. We're dropping out right there.
All right, we're done. Until next time. That's our visit with GD Fenderson. Boy, where are we? Can you give me the timestamp on that so I know for next time?
Yeah, I'll find it for you. I'll get it for you. I took it off the screen.
I'm imagining we're still only 20 some odd minutes into this 2-hour.
We're not very far into it.
That was probably what, 5 minutes into that shit?
Yeah, so I had one section here called part 1. It's 21 minutes. And then I had part 2. It's 91 minutes. So there's still like a 2 hours left.
I can't believe that's making me now think. I can't believe we got through 15 minutes the first time. That's crazy.